This exercise is going to load your hip flexors in their lengthened position. So if you're somebody who's stretched your hip flexors for some time and you want to progress it, this is going to be a great way to do so. But this is the single leg variation, which is going to be a little bit more challenging than the double leg variation. You're gonna need a dumbbell and obviously a bench, and you're gonna put one foot under the dumbbell. Where you place yourself on the bench depends on what feels most comfortable for you. Everybody's a little bit different with different ratios of the way that their body is set up. So it takes a little bit of maneuvering to find the position that works best. But ultimately, what we're going to be doing is pushing your foot up into the dumbbell, keeping a rounded back, and then leaning back to feel the hip flexor holding you up, your abs working to maintain this position, coming until you feel like you're losing that connection, regain the connection, and pull yourself back up with your foot, right? That's how I like to do it. There are different variations of this, but I typically like people to go to their end, their failure point of where they lose that connection and come back. We can progress eventually into more of that range of motion, but for most people, I like to start here to really build that awareness before we integrate it into a bigger range of more things moving. We want to isolate before we integrate. So again, to show you, you're going to have your foot up. The other leg is just up, not doing anything. You are slowly coming back. And the movement that we're thinking about is literally your pelvis rotating here. We don't want this to just be your back moving. Your pelvis should be rotating, lowering until you about lose that position, and then come back up. This exercise should not be painful, should not feel it in your back. You should feel a little bit of loaded stretching in your hip flexors, but most people will not be able to get there because they will feel like their core is working so hard. So it is an ab exercise. A lot of people need to work on better control and strength here to actually effectively load their hip flexors better. And so that's what this exercise does. Over time, you should feel like you can control it better. You can go a little bit deeper in your range of motion, and that will be a sign that you're ready for the next progression.